everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Day to Day, the podcast where we explore the joys and challenges of everyday life. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. Whether it's personal growth, navigating relationships, or just tackling the chaos of the day, we're here to talk about it all and hopefully help you along the way.
So grab your coffee, tea, or whatever keeps you going.
And let's dive into today's episode. All right, folks, today we're diving into something we all do but rarely think about: chit-chat, or as some might call it, nonsense talk. Why is it so crucial in our relationships?
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? On the surface, these little tidbits of conversation seem trivial, but it turns out they're kind of like the glue that holds our relationships together.
Exactly. We got this from some fans who noticed that their relationships felt distant. One mentioned having a serious girlfriend who never engaged in light conversation. You know, the sort of back and forth that's not really about anything important.
And another fan pointed out that her family never had those random dinner table conversations, which made her feel disconnected from them. So, what is it about talking nonsense that builds these connections?
Psychologically speaking, these aimless chats create a sense of connection. They allow us to share pieces of our day, confirm each other's presence, and even express affection in unique ways.
Right. It's those moments where you shout out a friend's name with no real reason other than to let them know you're thinking of them. It's fascinating how these interactions fuel relationship satisfaction.
Dan Bullock, a linguist at NYU, talks about how this kind of talk makes up over a third of our daily communication. And hey, it's these snippets that bolster our close relationships.
What's crazy is that even though this chatter carries little informational weight, it's full of emotional content. It's like opening a window into our lives for others to peek in.
And when you find someone who responds to your nonsense, it shows they genuinely care. That's what bonds are built on: the responsiveness and acknowledgement of even our trivial thoughts.
But here's the kicker. Some folks wonder if you can have a happy, long-lasting relationship without this kind of talk. Like, can two people who aren't into random banter make it work?
It turns out everyone has a different comfort level with nonsense talk. But relationships that have zero of this might lack emotional flow and result in what psychologists call emotional deficits.
Yeah, because without these chats, communication can become just goal-oriented, which means emotions get sidelined and empathy might dwindle.
Plus, we gain emotional value from these exchanges. When someone acknowledges our minor everyday musings, it confirms we are seen and heard, strengthening intimacy.
Imagine a marriage where you can't share frivolous news or random thoughts. It would feel stilted and sterile. That's why researchers emphasize the warmth these conversations bring.
The absence of nonsense can signify a lack of genuine interest in the relationship. It's kind of the first indicator that something deeper might be off.
Exactly. And for those who struggle with making small talk, there's actually some great advice out there. Start by finding someone who enjoys that kind of exchange.
Totally. Choose safe topics like weekend plans or current shows you're watching, and lean into the moment rather than worrying about being interesting all the time.
And don't forget, it's okay to let your guard down. Respond to others naturally instead of filtering everything. Think of it as an exercise in living in the moment.
Remember, these little rambles might seem pointless, but they add up to create a richer, more connected life.
So if you find a nonsense buddy, appreciate it. Share those quirky memes, random facts, and any piece of news you like. It just might be the key to a deeper relationship.
Absolutely. Who would have thought that a bit of harmless chatter can pave the way to trust and loyalty in our connections?
So listeners, next time you feel like chatting about your favorite flavor of ice cream or the weather, just go for it. It's these tidbits that truly matter.
There we have it, the power of nonsense talk. Keep the conversation going, folks, and see how it transforms your relationships.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Embrace the trivial, and we'll catch you next time with another fun topic.